pull, now start being aware of the psoas muscles and stuff up in here. So you're going to pull and tuck your hips so that now you have a stabilized basket to hold your upper body on. Kick, kick, step and put. Reach around, hold their shoulder, step around. This can be break out his back leg. This can be break out his front leg. This you can rip across and take off his knee cap one way or the other. His hook, come back this way, so on. But this little mother set of footwork gives you a lot of tools. Okay. All right. So one more time. Pull, set, kick, kick, circle. And I get off here, bang, bang, I go, I can't quite do it, I set, and push him all the way down, all the way back. I'm going to fall off to the side and add weight up across his back, right? So going from here, fall off, and set here. Now I can step out and shear across from my throat. Okay, so it's really easy stuff. So all we're doing is we're here, guy punches, I get scared. When I get scared, I fall down. Right? So I fall onto this foot, and I lay my weight. Sensei Harris used to call this a drunk buddy, right? So I lay my weight across his body like a drunk buddy, and then I can walk in, I can turn, and I'll go strike if I want. Okay, so one more time, because he's coming with his punch, I'm falling, this hand's coming out, this hand's catching his arm, and I'm falling right into this position. If you go in like this and you don't put weight in his spine, that doesn't really work well. But if this is sort of shearing downward, like this splays him and he can't pick up his feet as easily to counter. Step out. Now I can twist and get horsepower back this way. This twist, pull. This is tight too. This is tight. Hips are coiled. Should be able to hit with either hand pretty strong or strike pretty strong. Then you're rolling this way. Pull and set. And pull and set. Pull and set. Pull and set. Pull and set. A couple versions. These can swing. You can just do this like this. You do this like this. You do this like this. And as you start to play with it, pretty soon you start to realize that this twisting and rolling becomes, so twist, set, strike. Going from here, bang, and this is coming up and I'm going to hit him on that, right? And then I can either step forward, I don't care if I'm in front of him, or I don't care if my foot goes to the back of him. I'm just getting a ton of weight so I can get him into this kind of a position. So you have, again, you have a very passive, a little bit safer thing to practice in your classes if you're teaching classes, is this kind of an envelopment here where I'm falling off. This is pretty safe, right? This clashing going in here might not be quite as safe. You might have people getting flung and banged and broken necks and, just little things like that cause you problems, right? So coming out from here, and then I can step to the outside. I can step right through him, gather him up, or I can step just to the inside like this, take him like this. I want to set it up so that I don't allow him to move his hips at all. I want to control the hips. Can I do that? The answer is no. You never control what the other guy does, right? We live in a free universe where people have the freedom of choice and the freedom of movement, right? But what I can do is I can put inputs. And as I put inputs into a system, I can improve the chances that his choices are going to go to my benefit, right? So I'm going to go in, I'm going to bounce him a little bit and set him so that I'm putting in a weight. See, I put in a weight, so instead of just willy-nilly adjusting his hips and taking my balance, he's got to adjust to the weight here, he's got to adjust to a pull here, He's got to adjust to a chop here. He's got to adjust to a push here, and so on, until he's in a position where his hips are out of control. But I'm not just randomly doing that. See, I run out of stuff. I'm literally trying to move his hips. If I can move his hips around, I got it. If I move his hands around and play hands with him, I got nothing, right? So when we're moving his arms, we have to be moving his hips. See? Because if you're just moving the hands like this, there's no movement to the hips. Does that make sense? So going in, see, this looks good, but he can adjust his hips back. Now, just that quick, I'm done.